The crocuses, they were lovely. The wind, terrible. But I was looking for spring things, and these are definitely spring things. With the kind of crazy weather we've had the last month, spring things have been a little bit hard to find. But luckily, the wild country is not very far from the city. There's elk and moose right next door to us. This one's a little bit unsure of my neighborliness, but trust me, I'm good. But once you do start looking for spring things, they're pretty easy to find. Like these aspen catkins. I love this time of year when they get all those blossoms on them and the sunlight catches them. Oh, those silvery shimmers. So gorgeous. And of course, the bluebirds are back. Their voices are so soft, you can barely hear them. Oh, especially on a windy day like this. But I got lucky a little bit further down the road and found this pond sitting in kind of an eddy in the wind. The aspen catkins were barely even moving. And the sparkle on that water, gorgeous. In places, it was like a mirror. On the other side of the valley, though, not quite as calm. These red-winged blackbirds were hollering up a storm. And the wind over here was blowing like crazy. But that's a bit of a spring thing too. Crocuses, bluebirds, aspen catkins, beautiful weather, windy weather. Those are all spring things here. But I decided to go the next morning to see if I could find some more. This time I went to the prairie side of town, downstream on the Bow River. It wasn't quite as windy now, but thanks to the geese, of course, it was still pretty noisy. But lots of spring things around, like this blue heron hunting in the shallows. And these pelicans, first ones I've seen this year. Nice to have these guys back. Cormorants, love these guys. Mrs. Merganser was acting a little bit strange, but maybe that's a spring thing too. The algae behind the water going over the weir was turning bright green. And in the riverine forest, spider silk everywhere. And that's definitely a spring thing. Both spiders and their prey need that springtime warmth. And ants do too. These ones were taking advantage of the warm sun to kind of clean up around their village. I just find it so fascinating to watch them. They never stop moving. Nor do the bees. One of these guys got in the hair in the back of my head, and it led to a pretty silly situation. I ended up having to get half undressed to get rid of it, but that's a story for another time. Anyway, I loved looking for spring things, and there are so many more of them to come. Finally, southern Alberta's got some warmth, and I love it.